Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, Moors. Let's go. Let's go, Moors. Yeah. This shit different. This shit different. This shit different. Huh? Yeah, we on that. Yeah, we on that. They gotta see it. They gotta see it. Let's go. No hesitation. Ain't no hesitation. Straight to it. Yeah. Peace and love to all the Moors, all the Muslims, all the Asiatics. Let's go. Let me get this center straight. Let me get this center straight. Let's go. No hesitation. Straight to it. Hey, look. So as you see what's going on, right? You see what's going on with the signs and the symbols? You seeing what's going on? Share this beam out. Let me show you again in case you coming in right now. Let me know where y'all tuning in from too. You know the rock up in here. You say that book came there? Islam. Appreciate you. Let me know. Let me get some feedback off that book too. So as you see, the 6-point star. Huh? You see the fairs right there? The 5-point star. The 5-point star. Huh? It's right there. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. The 6-point star. Love, life, loyalty. Huh? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Is you see that? Shout out west. Shout out to the east side, crazy. Shout out to up north. So as you see what's going on. You see what's going on? I mean, for real. Like, is you for real seeing what's going on? Is you for real seeing what's going on? All this is related. Everything I'm showing you is related through mathematics, DC, Islam. Let me know where y'all at with it. All this is related. So it's about time for us to start decoding things that we've been thinking been separate. We've been thinking that these is different things. They all dealing with geometry. They all dealing with more science. Everything that you're seeing right now has a connection. See, we been tricked out of our position by our own people. Our own people, fam. You know what it's called? You know what it's called? It's called us looking at stuff as tribalism. It's no different than this. Us looking at this right here. Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Us looking at stuff like this. We've been taught, especially in Chicago, we've been taught that these right here is like separate things. The almighty Black Peace Stone Nation. Shout out to them. Shout out to the Rangers. Shout out to the El Rookins. Shout out to BPSN. Shout out to all the BDs. Shout out to all the GDs. All the MCs. All the Vice Lords. As you see. All the Vice Lords. We running under the 5 and we running under the 6. But if you dealing with more science, you dealing with the 5 and the 6. See, this is the thing. Somebody asked the question, do you read the Bible? For sure I read the Bible. For sure I read the Bible. I read the Bible. I read the Quran. We should read it all. Comparing the Quran and the Bible. Should get this book right here. Ether. Get this one. Comparing the Quran and the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Get that. So look, this is what we going into. When we look at these symbols right here, we've been taught, nah, these is different. These is different. Nah, what if I was to show you in real time that this right here is what these people right here was doing? Look. See this picture right here? Look at this. Look real close right there. What that say? It says the Moorish Zionist Temple of the Moorish Jews. See that? You see that 6-point star right there? It's clear as day. Shout out to NYC, Dykeman, Brooklyn, Islam. Shout out to Coney Island. So you see, I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to show y'all something real quick. We was talking about symbols, right? We was talking about these symbols. Shout out to all the gods and the earths. 5 percenters. They know what time it is. And if they don't know what time it is, it's time for us to each one teach one. Look at this. See that? There's a circle 7. There it is right there. Circle 7. Arm, leg, arm, head. You see it right here? See, the thing about us is we have not been taught collectively that everything is connected to the Moors. Everything is connected. Shout out to Cleveland. Yes, sir. I said for the land. For sure, we got love for Cleveland. Islam. See? Ab Antiquo. Our Moroccan Empire. The Moorish divine and national movement of the world. So when you're looking at these signs and you looking at these symbols, you looking at your history. You're looking at your heritage. You're looking at spiritual body, etheric body, emotional body, physical body, astral body, mental body. You see that? See this right here? Then you got love in the center. Shout out to Miami. Shout out to the West Coast, East Coast, down south, up north. Let me know where y'all at with it. Shout out to Vallejo, Cali. Then you see, you dealing with Islamism, which is the first religious creed. You dealing with this, the Quran. You dealing with spirituality, Yahushua. You dealing with Buddhism, enlightenment, yoga, the Zen. When you dealing with Confucius, you dealing with body, life, harmony. You're dealing with chi. You're dealing with balance. And there you have love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. See, all this is moral science. When you break it all down, shout out to Hawaii, shout out to Pittsburgh. When you break it all down, whether you a round earther or you a flat earther, you're on land. You're on land. Oakland, Islam, 360 degrees. It don't matter if you're a flat earther or you're a round earther. Guess what? You're on land. And one of the definitions of land has the word more in the definition. I don't want you to believe nothing I'm talking about. I don't want you to believe nothing that I'm saying right now. I don't want you to believe anything. I want you to cross-reference everything that I'm saying right now, if you can. So if you're a flat earther or you're a round earther, I'm going to show you how more is literally written in the word land. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Hold up. I don't want you to believe anything. Land. See that? These ain't my words. Land. What book is this? Henry Campbell's Law Dictionary, 4th edition. I don't want you to believe anything. I'm going to just show you what I'm talking about. Land, in the most general sense, comprehends any ground, soil, or earth whatsoever, as fields, meadows, pastures, woods, moors, moors is in the definition of land. Any ground, any soil, any earth whatsoever, waters, marshes, furzes, and heath. What? So let me say this to the people out there that's still gung ho. They just headstrong on what they own. How could the definition of land written by a pale-skinned European have the word more in there? If this ain't the Moorish land. The Moorish land, for the people that's just starting to get into this science, Moorish land is the planet. So if you're a round earther or you're a flat earther, you're still dealing with land. One of the definitions of the word more is land. So the planet is the birthright and the heritage of the Moorish people, the Tartarian people. You talking about the same people who are all Moors. This is why nationality is the order of the day, because your birthright is the planet. Do you realize that? This is why the people that's working for the dark side, they never want to reveal to the Moorish people, who are the copper complexion, aboriginal, indigenous people of the planet. They never want to reveal the true secret. And the true secret is the entire planet is Moorish inheritance. This entire planet is Moorish inheritance. Everything on here. So look, let me show you something. So we got receipts right here, big receipts. Land. There it is right there. All right, let's go a little further. Let's go a little further. Nah, we over here. You see that, right? All the GDs, all the BDs. You see that, right? We talking about birthrights. We talking about inheritance. We talking about nationality is the order of the day, right? So all the GDs and the BDs that run under the six, right? You see how King David, Larry Hoover, Chief Malik, they all was dealing with more science. They was still dealing with Islamism. So if you from the rack, or you dealing with some kind of GD, or you dealing with some kind of BD, you dealing with some kind of Blackstone, you dealing with more science stuff. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Kick it off. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So you might still be like, well, how could this be more science? How could the 6-point star deal with more science? This is how. Because this is the hexalpha. It's the insignia of the Moorish nation. They don't tell us this. So we got to get it out the mud. We got to share this information with each other, like-minded people who want to deal with something other than just the basics, shit on TV. You locked into sitcoms on TV shows. You locked into the artificial world. So look, and you say North and South, G7. G is the 7th letter of the alphabet. So that's knowledge, geometry. And you saying, well, the hexalpha, what's the hexalpha about? The hexalpha is the dual trine, represents the law of duality, as above, so below. The spiritual and the physical, the mother and the son. This is where you get Mason from. Mother and son deals with masonry. So you dealing with the spiritual and the physical connection between mother and son. Hexalpha is sometimes displayed within the fertile crest, mother and nation. So this is a representation of the mother and the nation, which are the children coming out of the mother. You see that? See, if you know what you're looking at, you're not going to get tricked no more. You're going to know what to look for. So even if they lying to your face, you're going to know they capping because you know the signs and the symbols. You know the linguistics. See, the hexalpha is the moon. What they want to do is they want to keep our people so distracted and defeated mentally to keep us in mental bondage. See, the chains ain't physical no more. The chains is spiritual. The chains is mental now. The hexalpha, the dual trines, also represent the centrifugal and centripetal forces in nature, called the yin and the yang. So when you looking at this, you looking at the yin and the yang. You understand? When you looking at GDs, you looking at the 6-point star, you're looking at the yin and the yang. Same with the BDs. See that? Then you say, all right, well, how can I use this information? That's a great question. How can you know who you are if you don't know where you came from? How can you get freedom if you don't know what freedom is? How can you ever have love, truth, peace, freedom, or justice if you don't know law? If you're not familiar with law or history, how can you ever achieve freedom? Somebody who know always gonna keep you enslaved if they want to keep you there. See, look. Now let's go a little further. Y'all familiar with this right here? Y'all familiar with this right here? There was a chunk of rock that was found under Alabama, right? Now you might be like, what the hell that got to do with anything? I want to show y'all something. Why is that significant? Because geologists have found what they believe is a slab of Africa still stuck under America 250 million years after the two were squeezed together by a giant tectonic collision to form a single supercontinent. Now, you might say, how the hell did they find a 250 million rock under Alabama in America? Look at this. Nah, hold up. Where we at? Let me show y'all something real quick. Hold up. Check it out. Check this out right here. Hold on, where we at? Let me show y'all something. Where is it at? Y'all ever seen this before? Y'all ever seen this? This right here. Hold up. Have you ever seen this right here in your life? This right here. Look at this. See, this is what they're not going to show. They ain't going to show us this. So we got to get it out the dirt, out the mud ourselves. See? They ain't going to show us stuff like this. Nah. They not going to show us this. So we got to get it out the mud ourselves. See? We got to get it out the mud ourselves. But even this symbol right here, if you know what you're looking at, I'm going to show you right now. If you know what you're looking at, you might say like, this is demonic. Peace, more. You might say like, this is demonic, right? Now, if you know what you're looking at, watch this. All right. If you know what you're looking at, you're not going to get tricked no more. You can't get fooled no more. Let me show you what I mean. Keep your eye on this right here. All right. Look at this. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right. If you really know the history of this, then you would know that this is also more science. See that? All this is more science. All this is dealing with the chakras of the body and the divine mind connection with Allah. That's all this is doing. So when you see this, when you looking at this right here, you're looking at this right here. This is the Kabbalistic tree of life. So the same things that they use for dark purposes, they also use them for the light, because we're dealing with the principle of duality. You know what I'm saying? And you go right here and you see the same things right here. All right. It says each sephiroth is designated by a number, also used in numerology. The Hebrew letter used to describe it, and the planet, which is assigned as the primary influence, as that sephiroth. Other texts should be consulted for more in-depth study. Now, you want to see something real crazy? Hold up. You want to see something really wild? Look at this. Hold up. Let me show you how in our faces we've been played with. In our faces by our own people. Now, you know how in the Bible we talk about the 7 days of creation and whatnot, right? Did you know? Hold up. Did you know that in the Bible, it's a science book for one. Did you know that the first day of the week is actually Sunday? And it has a Moorish appellation. It has L on there. So the first day of the week, Sunday, is Michael, ruled by the sun, and Leo. The second day of the week is really Monday. Crazy, right? Gabriel, ruled by the moon, and Cancer. Third day is Tuesday. That's Zamael, ruled by Mars, and Aries. The fourth day of the week is really Wednesday. Raphael, ruled by Mercury, Gemini, and Virgo. The fifth day of the week is really Thursday. Sachiel, ruled by Jupiter and Sagittarius. The sixth day of the week is Friday. Anael, ruled by Venus, Taurus, and Libra. Now, what if I told you and showed you in real time, though? This right here is actually the star of Venus. Yeah. What does Venus mean in astrology? Venus represents the love that you got, right? You looking at love right here. This is why Noble Drew Ali, honest to the prophet, he told us Moors, love instead of hate. This right here is a representation of love. That's why it's the first on the star. It's the top of the top. Love instead of hate. Now look at the duality of that. When you say you love, that's the highest frequency to vibrate on. Love frequency, right? Watch this. Now, when you vibrating in the hate frequency, that's black. Yo. How is it black? You might ask. Like, how is black the lowest frequency to be on? Everything on this planet works off energy, frequency, and vibration. Actually, everything in the universe, they operate off that because law governs all events, right? So love is at the top. That's the highest frequency, energy and vibration. When you come down to a animal mentality, a lower vibrational mentality, to your survival mode, you're not dealing with love. You dealing with survival. You dealing with crayon colors, beliefs. You dealing with how you feel. You dealing with your emotional side. You're not dealing with your thinking, logical, critical minded self. You're not thinking with your higher self. All right? Because the higher self don't deal with beliefs. It deal with you know or you don't know. That's it. All the beliefs and all that arguing and debating, that's for somebody who wants to debate because they're debating what they believe in, what they got faith in. They don't know. So they want to debate and argue with you based off what they believe in. Just because you believe in something don't make it a fact. You see? It don't make it fact. And a lot of the things that I see going on is people be so stuck on what they believe in, they're not open-minded to go with anything different off what they own already. Like if they black and white people exist or Indians exist or, you know, the democracy is the real government, they stuck on that, it's nothing you could do with them. Because their mind is locked in. They locked in the opposite polarity. They're not in their God mind. No, they're not in their God mind. They're in their lower mind, their lower vibrational mind, their lower self. You got a higher self and you got a lower self. A lot of arguments wouldn't even be arguments if we just start dealing with facts. Is it true or is it untrue? That's it. Islam. True or untrue? So when you come right here, what's the seventh day of the week? The seventh day of the week is Cassiel, ruled by Saturn and Capricorn. Now watch this though for Cassiel. God saw all the things that he made and they were good. So he rested on the seventh day and blessed the seventh day and sanctioned it. Now you might say, wait, what the hell? I thought Sunday was supposed to be the rest day. Yo, this is why they changed the Sabbath to really supposed to be worshiping on Saturday. They changed it to Sunday. Why would they change it to Sunday? Because these people, the dark force, they comprehend, they know about energy, frequency, and vibration. This is how they control the masses. In order to control somebody, you got to know both sides. You got to know the pros and the cons. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's go. Kick it off. Let's kick it off right here. Hold up. Let's kick it off right here. Hold up. You got to know the pros and the cons. Hold up. Where you at? Where you at? There it is. Here it is right here. Look at this. It says, for you to not blindly give the dark forces your implied consent, you need to be aware of what they are doing. Your awareness is one of your most important spiritual powers for stopping the dark forces. Check it out. When you become aware of what they are doing, you can say no. If enough of us say no, the dark forces will have to back off. If they refuse to back off and take actions to harm us, they will have to face the cosmic forces and the justice system of God. All thoughts, intentions, and actions are known by God, and there is no escaping his laws. Word magic. We talking about word magic now, right? We're going to be moving around. Do your best to keep up. I appreciate you. Islam. Now check this out. Now you see that, right? If you don't blindly consent to the dark forces, if your awareness is tuned in, DJ Monte, peace more. If your awareness is tuned in high enough, then that's your spiritual power. That's your superpower. You can stop the dark forces by saying no. Now, if enough of us start saying no, like, give you a case in point. They like, look here. They like, hey, what if they be like, hey, look, we finna bring out a whole new virus strain. All y'all gonna have to get shots out there. Starting on Monday, everybody out there getting a jab. Nah, they didn't already did this before. They didn't already roll this movie out. So my thing is, like it says right here, one of our superpowers is us saying no. I'm not finna do that. That's your divine right. That is one of your superpowers. Your ability to say yes or say no. Because don't forget now, everything works off consent. Everything works off of your consent. They can't do nothing to you without you saying, okay, yeah, yes, acknowledge, or you don't say nothing at all. See, a lot of people be thinking like, if you don't say nothing, that means you good. I'm sorry to tell you. That's called acquiescence. Just because you didn't say nothing, you didn't defend your position. So since you didn't say nothing, then you acquiescence to what they was talking about. Look the word acquiescence up. It's gonna blow your mind. How we see TV shows, they'll mold us. They'll mold our minds to think like how the TV show like Cops, Law and Order, all these TV shows, Gangland, they'll get us to think like the narrative is that these police people, these slave patrol, what they own is actually lawful. None of them are constitutional officers. None of them. None of the police, the feds, none of them have jurisdictional authority over Moorish Americans. None of them. Don't let them send you off and get you afraid, and then you consent to what they selling you. Look. So keep your mind on the science though. All right? Keep your mind on the science. Keep your mind on the science. Keep your mind on the science. Don't just be stuck in your beliefs. Come out of your beliefs. There's another world outside of that. Come out of your beliefs. There's another world outside of that. It's a big world out here. You got to come out of your beliefs thinking this is a gang and it started off as a gang and you think like, nah, that's not how it started. It's not how it started. Let me show you something. Look at this. To add on to what we talking about. Hold up. Let's just add on to what we talking about. Look. It says a powerful system that is used by the dark forces is to make it hard for people to delete the artificial codes of the artificial matrix and replace them with the natural codes of the universe is the distorted version of the alphanumeric system. Now watch this though. Look, it says when you know that mankind's collective consciousness is what creates man's reality on earth, you will know why the dark forces want to control how people think. Run that back. When you know that mankind's collective consciousness is what creates man's reality on earth, you will know why the dark forces want to control how people think. Now think about that. How many of us really realize that what we think, we actually can create with our minds? So if you think like it might be a situation like this, you might be thinking like, man, I can't never get no money. I just can't catch a break. Whole time you saying that, you can't catch a break. You actually are creating that misery here in your mind. The mind is powerful, fam. The mind is a super galactic energy device. All of us have this in our head. You have a mind. This is why the dark forces uses TV puppets. They use manipulation. They use propaganda. They use different mental manipulation tactics to divert our attention away from real issues. So we'll try to like measure ourselves up with what we see on social media. How they dripped up, how they got jewelry chains on crazy, how they cars, how they houses is. It'll try to get us to look at people like you know people, right? Some people, unfortunately, they really like base their life off other people. Like what they see on in the TV, in the movies, they base their real life off somebody else's life. Like what you call that vicariously living off somebody else. Like they base their whole entire existence off so-called celebrities. Like if the celebrity wearing this, that's what they own. If they driving that, that's what they own. Cause in their mind, they think like this person is like my ideal, what I want to be like, what I want to look like. It's people, unfortunately, that's they just like that. They like living vicariously through other people that don't even know that they exist. It's interesting though, right? Check it out. So it say reality is thought construction. Therefore, when people collectively think in certain ways, their thoughts, beliefs, and actions shape and define what their reality will look like. See that? It's shaping what your reality gonna look like. This is possible because matter is a projection of energy and is focused into existence through the power of thought. Thought. Whatever you think inside your head, you can manifest. You really don't know how powerful your mind is. As a collective, the people of Earth are to a great extent literally creating the reality of Earth. Damn. They are not aware of this creation process because it occurs in their subconscious minds. The dark forces are well aware of how the universe works. This is because they know the language of the universe and how sacred geometry works. Yeah, this book right here, Word Magic. Get this in your life. Get this in your life immediately. On everything. The language of the universe is based on frequency, light, sound, vibration, and sacred geometry. This is what the universe is based off, y'all. It's based off that. Frequency, light, sound, vibration, and sacred geometry. It is a very powerful communication and information system. In the wrong hands, check it out. In the wrong hands, a certain percentage of this universal language can be used to control people and hijack their reality. However, it can also be used to free them from the artificial matrix of the dark forces. The movie The Matrix was created to tell people that they have been enslaved by the dark forces. Sadly, most people are too brainwashed, ignorant, and spiritually brain dead to realize this. It's like talking to somebody. It's like talking to somebody and they there, but they not catching nothing that you putting down. They ain't catching nothing that you throwing at them. And you like, fam, are you getting what I'm talking about? So let me show you what I mean. Hold up. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you this. Hold up. Let me just show y'all this real quick. Let me just show y'all this. The Matrix, right? Check it out. Check it out. Where you at?
Nothing. This book is nothing but a database for the CIA. That's all it is. It has all of your family's pictures, all of your friends. It has all the information. There's not going to be any more privacy. Everything is camera down. Everything is caught on camera. And this is what it's going to be about in the future. Virtual reality that I'm explaining in The Matrix and Terminator. My job is to come here and waken people. That's what The Matrix is about, to wake you up from the Matrix, to get you out of the illusions and the lies and the ignorance.
Facebooks of the world don't want people to know what happens to them every day when they share the information.
But that's destroying their free will, and God doesn't want that.
But people want to be ignorant. They don't want to know that they're being exploited. It requires too much responsibility when they find out.
Facebook is nothing but a database.
What did he say right there that was strong, though? He said it's going to take responsibility. Once you are aware of, good, bad, positive, and negative, then you're responsible. Now you got to take that word into effect. Well, a lot of people hate that word. They say they don't, but they do. Accountability. They don't want to deal with that word. They don't like that word, accountability, at all. You tell somebody to be accountable, you might as well just curse them out. You might as well just curse their ass out if you tell them to be accountable. They don't want to be accountable. A lot of people don't want to be accountable. But it's life is about to, let me tell y'all something, fam. Life is about to start really getting crazy outside. You're going to start seeing in the next few weeks, the next few months, you really going to start seeing life about to start really getting crazy for people. And they're going to be forced to be accountable. They're going to be forced to start analyzing facts and applying logic. Check it out. It says, hopefully you will have collected enough facts to help you make a decision. The process of applying facts to the issue at hand is called analysis. Ensuring that the facts are consistent with each other and drawing conclusions from the involves logic. Talk about facts, and we talking about applying logic right now. Check it out. Philosophers, mathematicians, psychologists, and other scholars all have vastly sophisticated systems to describe and outline analysis as well as logic. See this? See, when you're dealing with chess, you got to use logic. You got to use analysis. You got to decide on a chessboard in real time, how are you going to win this game? You have to make real-time decisions. Speaking of real-time decisions, I want to show y'all something from this Moor right here. They love bringing his face up. They love saying his name, but they don't love talking about what he was talking about. Khalid Abdul Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? They love talking about Khalid Abdul Muhammad, but they don't talk about what he was talking about. You know what he was talking about? A lot of people know about Khalid Abdul Muhammad. They just know him for being a Muslim, and they know him from that. You know what he said? I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to show you what he said. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Hold up. I'm going to show you what he said. Hold up. I'm going to show you what he said. Hold up. Let's do it up. I'm going to show you what the Moor said. So you see it yourself. I don't want you to believe nothing that I'm talking about. I'm going to show you everything that I'm talking about in real time.
The ancestors will guide me to touch on this Africa thing, to touch on Asiatic. Oh, they say, oh, you got to know what you're doing, boy. Because you know it's a whole lot of us in here. I understand, Moor.
Listen.
I'm a Moor. I understand that nationality is the order of the day. I understand that. More and more, I am being guided to study more.
Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? See, they love bringing up Khalid Abdul Muhammad, but they don't love talking about what he was talking about. He said, I'm a Moor, and got sense enough to know I'm a Moor. You know? This is what he said. This is when he found out he was a Moor. And this is when he found out that he'd been lied to. He'd been lied to. Y'all need to see some evidence, huh? See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Keep your eyes on Khalid Muhammad real quick. One time for the one time. Keep your eyes right there. Let me just show you something real quick. Hold up. Hold on. Where we at? Let me just show you something real quick. He when he found out the truth that he been lied to with the NOI and the FOI, just like El Hajj Malik El Shabazz found out, who been lying to him? Dun dun dun. Cue the music. Cue the music. They all been lying. See, it's your own people that's selling you out. You thinking it's this pale-skinned Albion European that's doing it. Nah, they not the ones that got the power. The ones behind the curtain is your own people that's doing it to you. Why would a Muslim, why would he say that, first of all, why he got a fez on? That's number one. Ask yourself, why would somebody that says that they not dealing with more science, why would they have a Moorish fez on? That's number one. Number two, Noble Drew Ali the Prophet, peace be upon him, he told us not to mark up your fezes. He said to keep your fezes plain as the truth. Let me just show you how they backdoor people. He got a fez on, which is more science, which is an ancient and a modern headdress for the Moors. Then he got a crescent moon and a star backwards on there. Now, why would he have this on here? See, the NOI, they got explaining to do. They got a whole lot of explaining to do. And the time has come now. The FOI, they got a whole lot of explaining to do. And the time has come. Why does the one that you say, Elijah Muhammad, whose name, his Moorish name first was Elijah Pool Bey, why do you have a Moorish fez on, sir? And why do you have it marked up with a crescent moon and a star on there? And whole time, why did you ban Moors from wearing the Moorish fez inside your temples and your mosque? Why'd you do that in 1935? Huh? Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? See, this is y'all got to start asking these questions. All y'all seeing these NOI brothers and sisters running around here, right? Do you ask them these type of questions? Why did Elijah Muhammad ban the wearing of the fez in 1935? He forbid the wearing of the fezes. This is a Moorish fez. Why would he do that? And just in case you don't think that this is a Moorish fez, we got receipts. You know this right here? Hold up. You know this thing that people will kill for, they'll die for? They love these little things right here, right? These green pieces of paper. They love these, right? They'll kill you for these. They'll kill each other for these, right? Why is this right here, this fez, why is it written, it's drawn right here? You be like, it ain't no damn fez there, cuz you tweaking. What you talking about? It ain't no fez right there. It ain't no hexalpha right there. Now, remember what I showed y'all earlier, right? Keep this in mind. Everything is more science. You can use it for the positive or you can use it for the negative. It's cause and effect. This right here, this 6-point star. All right. Shout out to all the BDs. Shout out to all the GDs. This 6-point star is Moorish science. And it's actually the star that's right here. See them stars right there? Them 13 stars right there? What if I was to show you that that's actually the hexalpha? And we use it and we touch these pieces of paper every day. And ain't never known whole time. This is the Moorish star right here. I'm going to show you. Look, follow the highlighter. Just follow the highlighter. Just follow the highlighter. All you got to do is follow the highlighter. Just follow the highlighter, Moors. See these stars right here? This is all astrologic from the book Isonomy. See that? These is great Masonic secrets right here. But this is all Moorish science right here. The G is the 7th letter in the alphabet. It stands for gnosis, knowledge, the knower, a thinker, the compass and a square, guidance, direction. This is where you got to navigate like on this planet. So as you see right here, these stars, these stars. Why does he have a Moorish fair zone? And the Moorish fairs is right here. So when you're looking at this, you're looking at this, this, and this. Why does he have this on? Huh? Can anybody explain? You why? You got some explaining to do. You got some explaining to do. But see, they want to keep us divided up so they could conquer us, Moors. If you divide all these tribes up, like if you divide the BDs and you put them against the GDs or the BGs, or you divide up the Black Peastone Nation, where you at? Where you at? Where that book at? If you divide up the Black Peastone Nation and you divide up the Vice Lords and you divide up all these tribes up, the Latin Kings, shout out to them. If you divide all the tribes up, now you ain't got strength because y'all strength is too busy being diverted and divided up. So people ain't strong as they should be. But that time is over now because we linking up. We doing the bridge work. Know what I'm saying? From the rack, down south, East Coast to the West Coast, overseas, we starting to link up now. Know what I'm saying? We linking up now. Because now we starting to see it's one nation out here. That's the real unity. See, the real unity for we the people is one nation. And the flag to get behind for that is right there. Ah, that's the flag. That's the flag right there. You want to get behind the flag? This the flag you got to get behind right here. This is the flag. Yo, look at this. Look at this right here. Because again, keep in mind, even the word Quran, check it out. Even the word Quran, shout out to ATL. The word Quran is an acronym. It stands for knowledge, order, rhythm, astrology, and nature. And it deals with mathematics. So, like I said, the NOY got a whole lot of explaining to do. The FOY too. All of these different so-called black organizations, they got a whole lot of explaining to do. Because if you go to the word Moor on the walls of Kemet, you will see that the word Moor, which is spelled M-A-U-R, is right here. Hold up. See, you need to see it. You know what I'm saying? You just need to see it. You probably ain't never seen it before. So once you start seeing it, you like, damn, hold up. Palermo Stel, the title of the high priest of Anu, was spelled like Moor, M-A-U-R. And that bird right there with that symbol right there. Huh? So hold up. You trying to tell me that Moor is actually written? It's actually written on the pyramids. Yes. It's written on the pyramids, fam. Pick up the book, the Egyptian Book of the Dead. And then start looking at these symbols right here. Then you start to really see what's going on. Ain't none of these people on here black. They all copper complexion, olive complexion, bronze complexion. Appreciate you too, Moore. And look at this. Hold up. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold up. Damn. We doing it in real time. Let me see if I can find it. We doing it in real time. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. Here go one. From the book, the Egyptian Book of the Dead. You see how he's like blue color? He's like a bluish type color. Now, you remember the movie, The Avatar? Where it was, bluish and purplish and whatnot. Remember that? How is he the same color on the pyramid wall? How is he the same color of the temples in Egypt over there? Huh? Yeah, Ptah and all of them. Hold up. We just doing this off the strength right now. We ain't playing this right here. And this bird right here, see this bird? This bird right here is indigenous to the Americas. Do the research. Hold up. I don't know if we can find it right now in real time, though. We moving fast. We got a lot of stuff to do. I want to show y'all some shit real quick, though. Let me see if I can show y'all this shit real quick. I might not be able. There it is. Ha! There it is right there. Let me show y'all this. Shout out to Boston on the check-in. Islam. Nah, we in full color now. Now we passing them blue bricks out. See them bricks right there? Where them bricks going? They going over here to build. They going over here to build the Temple of Man. Detroit 313, what up, though? See how he blew? So what y'all thought? Fam, when they draw these cartoons about the Incredible Hulk and Gamora and She-Hulk and, you know what I'm saying? You know the Wild Hunters in here. Islam war. When they show all these cartoons and whatnot, they're actually showing our history. Avatar was blue. Where you think they got the concept of blue from? The blue people, the Turags, the Moors that's out there? The bricks is levitating, fam. We talking about acoustic levitation right now. Hold up, you really wanted to go there, didn't you? Hold up. You wanted to take it there. Speaking of cartoons that want to take it there, I was just telling y'all about cartoons. Watch this right here. Hold up. Watch this about cartoons real quick. How they put it right in our faces. Watch how they put it right in our face.
We are this restaurant.
Watch this.
Let's get.
Y'all ready?
Let's hear some ideas. Oh, villains don't raise hands.
Sorry.
Villains don't say sorry.
Oh, right. Okay, to take over the world, we will use our vast wealth and business connections to buy and control politicians, who will then advance our evil agendas through the legislative process. We'll also want to buy a network of media outlets in order to garner public support for the politicians we control. Within several years, we will be running the world without anyone even knowing. Robin, I think it's time to stop.
I knew it. Something.
The symbol of the Illuminati. Domination. All laid out. You were right.
Of course I was.
So armed and walked through our plan for world domination. We did work hard on it. It all starts here with the banks.
We don't care about the banks. Now talk. Where are the animals?
Really? I don't know. I'll stop all our domination plans. I'll pull my lizard men out of Congress. We'll stop using Hollywood to hasten the new world.
That's what you looking at when you like, oh my God, it's right in our faces, G. It's been in our faces the whole time. What is the law of redemption? They have to show you to give you a choice. That is the law. That is the law of what you would say retribution. If they don't show the people or tell the people, then the people, they're breaking cosmic law. Cosmic law deals with the laws, okay? And there is no escape of the laws. If you dealing with anything out here, you dealing with the law because the law governs all events. So cosmic law is these people, that's the dark force. Remember the principle of polarity. That's a duality. Everything is like up, down, left, right. You know what I'm saying? In, out. Examples of polarity, right? Like somebody say good and evil. Even when they say good, like positive and negative, it's a principle of duality. All right. So when you saying the dark force, they show us cartoons and movies and stuff like that. So it gives people a heads up, like a warning. When this situation comes up in real life, you have an opportunity to say no. You can say yes, or you can say no, or you can acquiescence and not say nothing. But your silence still shows that you were part of it because you never objected. You know when you go to court and you in front of that person up there with a black robe on, and if you going against what they saying to you, you gonna say objection. You feel me? You making a statement that you shutting it down. That means you're not in agreement with whatever that person up there is talking about. You're not in agreement. So you gonna say objection. This is your Moorish birthright though, because they don't have jurisdiction over us Moors. Watch this though. Whole time right in our face with the cartoons, right? Right in our faces though. Check it out. Watch this.
Yeah,
We are 4%.
the dictionary that the lawyers.
We are 4%.
Watch this.
Yo, look what this.
Watch this though.
Yo, look what this.
Signs and symbols now. We talking about signs and we talking about symbols. All right. Watch this. Now you want to start glitching and yeah. Hold up. Now you want to start glitching and all that. Come on, man. What you on? What you on? You starting to glitch and all that.
And remember,
on that.
this is the year of truth.
See what they be on? See what I'm talking about? This what I'm talking about, Jay. This what I'm talking about. Now, before I turn this beam out on my soul, this shit was working. Now it's on. Now it's glitching. It's tweaking now. Let's try it this way.
Yo, look what
Let's try it this way. These
this archaeologist.
I swear these every time, Jay. Hold up. Let's do it this way. Let's try to do it this way. Crazy as hell, boy.
Regarding the amount.
Facebook.
Shit.
The dictionary.
We are.
Yo, look what this.
Check it out.
Yo, look what this archaeologist found, yo. And remember, this is the year of truth, right? This is when everything is supposed to be uncovered and unveiled.
Check it out.
The video was kind of long, so I cut it real short. No diddler. Peep this shit, yo. Look what he found in here, y'all. Y'all see that? Peep. Look at this weird artifact, y'all. Y'all see that?
What?
Look
See
at
that sign? See that? Look at that right there. Look at that. Hold up. Now you see that, right? What does that represent? That represents the 7 golden candlesticks. That's an emoji that's on your phone right now. That right there. This is allegedly an ancient artifact dig out that the people here excavating, they just, you know what I'm saying, just start pulling out all kind of ancient artifacts. But I'm showing you the symbology that's carved on there. That's an emoji on your phone right now. The 7 golden candlesticks. That's Moorish. That's dealing with the 7 days of the week. And all of the 7 days of the week are dealing with El. El.
Know what that is?
Check it out. Check it out.
And you know what's funny about this video?
Okay. Nah. Hold up.
Undisclosed.
You see that right there, right? Can you make that out there at the bottom? What does that look like? What's that? Hold up.
That's the crazy part about it for me, yo. Y'all already know how I feel about that. Oh my God!
Now y'all saw that, right?
Y'all, look what this archaeologist found.
Y'all saw that, right? Hold
And
up.
remember,
What y'all just saw, that last one that they pulled out, you saw this right here. The so-called Jews, the Sephardic Jews, those are the original Jews. But we don't call ourselves Jews by today's times because the Ashkenazis, they stolen that. And they're claiming to be something that they're not. That's why it says, that's what Prophet Noble Drew Ali said, woe to those that call themselves Jews. Because the whole world gonna turn on them, which is happening today. You know what I'm saying? So when you're looking at the hexalpha, don't forget that this is the insignia of the Moorish nation. So when you talking about BDs and you talking about GDs, this is the origin of what this symbol is right here, where it come from. You know what I'm saying? Let me me show you this right here. I can't really bring the joint back. There it is right there. You see it right there in the bottom? You see it right there on the bottom, right? On that base right there. There it is right there. There it is right there. So how ancient are our people on this planet? So you got to ask yourself that. If this right here is an ancient artifact dig out, and that right there is showing you the 7 golden candlesticks, and that's showing you the hexalpha, and the hexalpha is the insignia of the Moorish nation, then what's older than you saying that you a Moor? What's older than you saying that? What's older than us identifying as Moors? If you got artifact after artifact showing and proving with evidence, clear as day, that this our people and we been here. Now y'all see why they don't call us Moors? Because once they call us Moors, then they got to call themselves who they are. You see? This is why they got to call themselves who they are. They don't want us to call ourselves. Let me ask y'all this. Right? Because y'all all thinkers, right? All y'all critical thinkers. So let me ask y'all this. Europeans, they say that they Indians. They ain't got a problem calling us black. They ain't have a problem calling us niggers, Native Americans, persons of color. They don't have a problem calling us none of that. None of that, right? And every other derogatory name under the sun. Ask yourself this now. Why has a European paleface never called you a Moor? And why have the European paleface people never took that name and started calling themselves Moors? Yeah. Do you understand what's going on? Out of sight, out of mind. The European paleface people, they not gonna say that they Moors. Because now, once we start saying who we are as Moors, blood and birthright, that's our original ancient name and ties us ancient and modern times. See, this is why you got to have an El, a Bay, a Day, a Al, or Ali connected to your name. Your name transforms from a modern name to an appellation that's free and national. So we're in modern times. But when you connect an El, a Bay, a Day, an Al, or Ali to your name, you transcend yourself. You go from modern to ancient and back again. So you're actually a time traveler. Fam, I know this sound wild. When you connect an El, a Bay, a Day, a Al, or Ali to your name, you time travel back to an ancient period of time on this planet, which connects you to a divine empire, the divine Moorish Tartarian history. So you're not limited. Once you say you a El, a Bay, a Day, a Al, or Ali, once you say that, now you not just living in the modern world. You living in the ancient world as well as the modern world simultaneously though. This is why don't you see these movies that's starting to come out? Like the multiverse, Doctor Strange, and they talking about Spider-Man, No Way Home. You see how the guy could spin his hand and then out of nowhere a portal will appear and the people that was on the other side, they could walk through the portal and they'll instantly be on the other side of wherever they was over there. This is how Hollywood puts these messages, history, right in our face. They put it through entertainment though. So the whole time you think you watching a movie they got crazy special effects. They really showing you how it really works. They have to show. You understand? They have to show you how they do it. They're putting it out there. Now, if you want to be stuck on what you believe in, what you got faith in, and how you feel about it, then you capping yourself. You literally are cutting your head off. You're cutting your history off. You're saying, I'm what they say I am. See, this is when you say, well, what about, people will be like, that want to argue. and not deal with logic and reason. They'll be like, well, what about the people that's saying that we Indians? Look up, let me ask you a question. What were our people collectively called before Christopher Columbus? Think about it. What were our people identified as before Christopher Columbus? It couldn't have been Indian. It couldn't have been Indian because in 1621, Indian was substituted for Moorish. So what was before Indian? I'm waiting. I'm waiting on all these scholars out here talking about we're cosmic black and triple blackness. You got the word Moor that's written on ancient tablets. It's written on ancient temples on this side of the world and on the other side of the world. Black ain't carved on the pyramids. Melanated ain't carved on the pyramids. Pan-African ain't carved on the pyramids. What are you talking about? The only connection is the Moorish connection. This is why they want to keep the Moorish name. Shh, quiet. Don't bring up the Moorish name. Keep it out of sight. Keep it out of mind. Because once it's out of sight and out of mind, you're not going to be thinking about it. You understand? It's dark psychology. This is what they're using. They're using dark psychology on us. You don't see Pan-African nowhere. Pan-Africa ain't even on a map. I don't care if you a flat earther or a round earther. Pan-Africa don't even exist on there. So what you talking about? Then you say black. It ain't on there. Indian. It ain't on there. White ain't on there. It ain't even no such thing as white people in the Bible. So how can you say you read that Bible and then it don't say nothing about white people in there, but you calling them white people? Like we going into 25 right now. Full speed. You don't see nothing about none of those names in there. But that's what you hold on to? So let me get this straight. These people call you every name under the sun for a name, but they never called us Moors? They don't make it just don't make no sense. Do you know it was a time? Not too long ago. Do you know it was a time? Hold up. Oh, where's that book at? Where is that book at? Do you know it was a time where, hold up, pale-skinned Europeans, they were the servants. They called us sir. They called us miss, ma'am, mister. They called us Moor. They called us my lord. You understand what I'm talking about? This not too long ago now. Look. Pick up this book right here. I don't got time to waste time. I ain't got time to waste your time or my time. So let me show you then. I ain't got time to waste your time or my time. Look. Pick up this book right here. And you will say, exactly. They called us nobles. Pick up this book right here. When I say it's a must-have, get this. Get this one. Look. Let me just show y'all this real quick. You thinking I'm on here capping or something. Look. Just in case you might be thinking that I'm on here capping. What does it say? It said there wasn't one nation in Europe that was free of a Negro, blue blood, superior rule. A supremacy that ended following the French Revolution. Every painted portrait of Europe's royal families was of Negro ancestry. OMG. So when you saying, well, all of Europe, they was all pale-skinned Europeans. No, sir. They were all. You see that every painted portrait of Europe's royal families was of Moorish ancestry? This is what blue blood was. The blue bloods was the daughters and the sons of the Moorish royal families who interbreeded with pale-skinned Europeans. This is why over there in Europe, this is why they were so-called blue bloods. And they started to deal with tribalism. You see that? It says they were black-skinned African Moors who paraded their dark complexion as a badge of honor, pride, privilege, and royalty. It was not unusual for lighter so-called blacks and whites to walk around in blackface, in order to look more upper class. See, when you're dealing with black and white, think of it now like, let's say like slave and ruler. Or you could look at it like somebody that's in like first class ticket, first class, he riding flying, she or he riding a jet, and you riding a bicycle or a big wheel. It's a class thing. It's a status thing. It's an upper class and a lower class. So when you say you black, you're saying that you're in the lower class. You're in last place. When you saying that you white, you're dealing with the upper class. But keep in mind, Moor is a free white person status. Status has nothing to do with complexion. You see that? See, this is what the people hold back from we the people. The ones that sell outs. This is what they never reveal to us. They never reveal that black and white have nothing to do with skin. It has everything to do with upper class and lower class, which is known in law as status. Status is the first issue at law. See, this is what our people got to start knowing right now. When you say you a black person or you call them white person, this is what you really doing. This is what you really doing. This is not opinion or nothing. Like, all jokes aside. When you say, when you are Moor, copper complexion, dark complexion, olive complexion, etc. When you are a Moor and you say that you identify yourself as a black person, listen to me. This is not opinion. This is law. When you say that you are a black person or a person of color, what you're saying is you're casting a spell on yourself. You're saying that you are a Moor, but mentally you have the mind of an infant. And in law, ignorance of the law is no excuse. So no one is going to excuse you for not knowing that you are Moor and not knowing that you really are supposed to be royalty and upper class. Nobody's going to excuse you because everybody's in on the game. When you identify a European, what you might say is a so-called white person, you got to remove that spell out your mind. That is a dark, magical spell. When you say out your mouth as a Moor that this pale-skinned person is white, what you saying is they're upper class and you're the bottom class. It's called status. It's not about skin complexion because nobody on the planet has the complexion of this white or these words is black. It's a magical spell that's going on. It's unseen. This is why words are powerful. And you got to be very careful about what spells you cast with your words. It don't matter what language you speak. Each language has words. This is why it's so important to go to a dictionary and look up the words that you're saying, especially when it comes to identification. Because it's one thing to have an identification. It's another thing to have a classification. See, people that's classified, they are put into different, what you would say, divide and conquer categories or classifications. That's modern day slavery. When they came up with the Census Bureau, they came up with modern day slave classifications. Black, Indian, brown, white, all those are part of a caste system. Pick up this book right here. You're going to want to get this book right here. Pick this up. You need this one right here. Caste, the origins of our discontents. When you step into this world, you start stepping into why people are in different categories in society, like the upper class, the middle class, the lower class, and the outcasts. It's all dealing with a system that's based upon caste. The top of the system is white. White has nothing to do with Europeans. All right, hold up. You need a receipt. You know what? You need a receipt. Because maybe you just ain't never seen it. So let's do it together then. Straight up. Let's do it together. Because maybe you just ain't never seen it. So let's do it now. Let's go. Hold up. Let's just do it now. You might just have never seen it. It's cool. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it together. Let's go right here with it. Yeah, let's go right here with it. Henry Campbell's Law Dictionary. All right, you gotta get one of these in your library. All right, mine beat up, battered, don't matter. Still got the words in there. Got war wounds on it and all that. It don't matter. So what we saying? What we saying? You don't know your history and you don't know the language. Somebody that want to trick you and finesse you, they gonna get down on you because you don't know the language. Like this right here. This right here. Look. This right here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right. Free white person. Okay. Europeans, they started getting classified as free white persons or white people around the Naturalization Act. They're not white people. All right. How are they not white people, Kush? Because look, it says July 14th has meaning naturally given to it when first used in 1 Stat 103 C3, meaning all persons belonging to the European races, then commonly counted as white, and their descendants, including such descendants in other countries to which they have immigrated. So that means they came to the Americas. So the pale-skinned people, they didn't get started being counted as white until the 1870s and the 1900s. And then if you scroll down here, it says right here, what that say in blue? It does not mean Caucasian race. So free white persons does not mean the Caucasian race. So how could a pale-skinned European ever be a white person if it don't mean a Caucasian race? Who am I talking about right now? Let me show you what I'm talking about right now. Hold up. Let me show you who I'm talking about, just in case it's kind of fuzzy to you. Hold up. Show you what I'm talking about. Any of these people right here. Any of these people right here. This is what I'm talking about. Any of them, they're not white people. You have to get that thoroughly in your head right now. This has to be locked and loaded in your mind at all times. These people never should be called white people because they are the black people. You might say, what? What the what? Because black means pale. It means colorless. See, this is why I said we got to start digging into definitions. We got to start digging into the English language. The term black was used as blanc to refer to a fair person, someone devoid of color. Aren't they devoid of color? Fam, when I tell you that this magical spell put on our people is diabolical, you got some people who sell their own people out and they know this information. They sell their own people out for a paycheck, though. They know these damn people ain't white people, but they say it anyway, though, because they hate themselves. All they care about is getting these. See? All they care about is hating themselves. and hating their own people. So when you say, well, why don't these people that know that these people are really black people and they supposed to be leaders, why don't they tell the African American people the truth then? Because how could somebody who sell their own people out, why would they tell you the truth? Why would they tell you that these people are actually the black people? Because if you go right here to the definition of black, it was only in the 16th century that we saw the semantic change of black to refer to something dark. The word black can be traced back to its Proto-Indo-European origins through the word black, which meant pale, wan, colorless, or albino. These are the albino people. Never call these people white people, because white does not pertain to the Caucasian race. So how could you ever call them a white person and look in the mirror at yourself? Like you said something that was strong. You just called them royalty. You out here calling them white people, which means you don't even know yourself enough to know who they are or who you are. So how it look like you talking about reparations and you calling yourself a black person and black got everything to do with these people and not Moors? How crazy you sound? How wild do you sound? Talking, you screaming and hollering for reparations and our people don't get treated right. And you calling our people these people. You calling our people black people. And these are the black people because these people ain't got no color. They colorless. And white has everything to do with your status, your rank in society. That's why I said get this book right here. Where's that? That's why I said get this book right here, G. It break down how people from Ireland, Scandinavia, Romania, Europe, Italy, wherever, they come over here from those places. And once they get here, they play an unseen game. It's called caste. So what it got something to do with us is our people think that black is a positive thing. And when we say to each other, black this and black that, we don't realize we're casting an invisible curse, a spell against each other. The spell is hatred. This is what black means, though. See, you need to see it. You need to see it. You need to see it, G. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I don't want you to take my words on nothing. This is why Noble Drew Ali told us to love instead of hate. This is why he told us that. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Look. Love instead of hate. Why? Because love is the highest frequency, energy and vibration. So when you say about black, look at what black means. Little or no light. Having the color of coal. Automatically, you're not the color of coal and you're not an adjective. Because adjectives are objects. So you saying out your mouth that you're an object? I thought you said you was a living, breathing being. You was a god. So how can you say that you're an adjective and say that you a god? And you're not the color coal. You're more brownish, copperish. You feel me? You're that. You're not that. So what are you talking about? So how you saying you cold? Then it said, look, let me show you how crazy it is, G. Look, it said this is all describing black without any light. You saying you ain't got no light? You're saying that you're dirty. You're grimy. So when you saying you black, this is what you saying? Hey, look, Islam, or so when all y'all that still want to hold on to this word right here, you should just crack open a dictionary or just Google it. Because this is what you're saying. You can't say, well, black is beautiful. It's nowhere in this definition that the word black says beautiful. It says dirty, grimy, without any light, dismal, gloomy, a black day, black news, sullen, evil, wicked. Do you understand what's going on? Then they say a Negro, person belonging to a dark-skinned ethnic group. But then they have this, blackamoor. See that? More, spelled M-U-R, and look at black, B-L-A-K. See that? Didn't we just see that right there? Didn't we just see that right there? Huh? Didn't we just say that? Hold up. Didn't we just say that right there? It says devoid of color, black. See that? B-A-C, B-L-A-C. Huh? It's right here, though. See? It's right here, fam. This is what we talking about. So all y'all that keep screaming out that you a black person and you proud and you loud, proud, and dead ass wrong. Because black means colorless. It means hatred. It means evil. It means wicked. So how people out here talking about they this and they never looked it up in the dictionary? Why would you want to associate yourself with a word that means dirty, grimy? Why would you want to associate yourself with a word that means evil and wicked? Because that's what you're doing when you say, I'm this. I'm loud and proud. Yeah. Look at the treatment of people that call themselves this compared to everybody else in the world. All you got to do is look at the treatment. Look at the treatment. Then you say this right here. It says blackamoor, a dark-skinned person. One they calling Martin Lawrence and the Black Knight. One they calling him a Moor in that movie. Right. They was calling Martin Lawrence a Moor that whole movie. See that? He didn't know he didn't even know how to take that. He was like, I'm getting tired of this Moor thing. He didn't even know that he was a Moor. You says, question is, how can I give my straw name up? That's a great question. You don't give your straw name up. You just do your new business in your new free national name, which is your Moorish name. You choke the straw name out. You don't use the straw name. You choke the straw name out. Anytime you doing new business, that's when you're using your free national name. And nationality, when somebody says nationality, how do I nationalize? Because I see this question over and over and over, and it's a great question. How do you nationalize? Your nationality starts with your way of thinking. That's where your nationality starts at. It's not a piece of paper. It's not you go to a Moor that's going to sign off on you to be a Moor. It don't work like that. It doesn't work like that. It works off you, how you think about yourself. What you think makes your world, that's your condition in your reality. You make your own reality in your own mind. What you think, your words, they manifest what goes on in your life. You'd be surprised if your thinking change, your words gonna change. When your words change, you're gonna manifest more positive attributes, more positive results. You're not gonna say, man, I'm just trying to keep my head above water. You're not even gonna think like that, to even talk like that. You're not even gonna say, shit, I'm just trying to survive. You're not even gonna think like that no more. You're not even gonna talk like that no more. Because you already knowing that everything that you think, you can manifest it to be. You're not gonna think like, these people got their foot on my neck, Joe. You're not even gonna think like that no more to even say nothing like that. You're not even gonna think like that. Be surprised. You change your mindset, you will change your reality. It's a mindset. This is why everything is as above and so below. It's as within, it's so without. What you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You think that just started with the courts? You think it started with the police? No, sir. It's now. It's right now. What you say, what you think, and what you say manifest your reality. So that means you manifest a heaven on earth or you manifest a hell on earth. It's your thinking. It's your thinking, fam. Everything is mental. Straight up. Hold up. Everything is really mental. So to give y'all an illustration of what I'm talking about, let's go right here. Let's go right here. Let's go right. Let me show you this. To give y'all an illustration of how the principle of duality. Let me show you something. Give y'all an illustration of what I'm talking about.
A story is not one side. A story has duality. There's two sides here. Two sides to every story. Not one, but two. A story is not one-sided. A story has duality. There's two sides to every story. What brings to mind the phrase, necessary evil. Now, I know many of you may hear the phrase necessary evil and you say to yourself, that don't even make no sense to me. Can't be no such thing as necessary. How's evil necessary? That don't match. That's plaids and stripes, evil and necessary. You see, because without bad, there is no good. Without light, there is no dark. You need both these things. You know what I'm saying? If every day is a sunny day, well, then what's a sunny day? Well, the bottom line, brothers and sisters, what I'm trying to tell you tonight is that evil is necessary. Evil is necessary. Thereby, if it's necessary, evil must be good. Evil is good.
Watch this.
That's what I say. It must be. Evil must be. It must be good. Let me hear y'all say it. Evil is good. That's right. Evil is good. Take Brother Brown, for instance. One of our strongest deacons. Right. Pillar stability. Brother Brown was down on Bushwick Avenue last night with a $2 hoe.
I didn't know she was no hoe.
I didn't know she was no hoe.
Now that's evil. When you tell your wife, I'm gonna go see mama, then you go down on Bushwick Avenue and get you a $2 hoe. That's evil. But Brother Brown had a good time with that $2 hoe. You can push a $2 hoe to the line. She don't have no limits.
Yo. This nigga crazy. Hey, so you see what's going on, right? You see what's going on? He like, man, look. He's saying evil is good. Why is he saying evil is good? Because when you understand the science, the more science, you understand the principle of polarity. What's the principle of polarity dealing with? Look, the principle of polarity is saying, like, if it was always sunny, a sunny day, you wouldn't think would it be nothing special about a sunny day. It'd just be another regular day. If it wasn't a cloudy day or a rainy day or nothing like that, a snowy day, we wouldn't appreciate something that's a clear sunny day. You feel me? Look, what is polarity? Everything is dual. Everything has poles. Everything has its pair of opposites. Like and unlike are the same. Opposites are identical in nature, but different in degree. Extremes meet. All truths are but half truths. All paradoxes may be reconciled. So when you're looking at something, look at it from both angles, positive and negative, and extract the positivity out of the situation. You feel me? So that's what Eddie Murphy was talking about right here in Vampire in Brooklyn. That's why he was saying evil is good, because there's really no such thing as evil. Well, we'll say good and bad, because they are really opposites of the same thing, which is the principle of polarity. You feel me? And that's the Kabbalion. Being able to look at things, analyze things, use logic to evaluate the situation, not emotionally. If you lead with emotions over your intelligence, you're setting yourself up for problems. You're setting yourself up for situations that you really ain't supposed to be in, because everything has a duality. You know what I'm saying? Everything has a duality. So if there was no dirtbags, if there was no sellouts, if there was no people doing so-called wicked things, how would you know what a positive is? How would you know what principles that's positive that you're going to stand on? If it was always chaos, you wouldn't know nothing but chaos. You feel me? And if it was always positivity, you wouldn't know nothing. So when chaos come, you wouldn't know how to handle yourself. You just looking at stuff like, everything is rainbows and ice cream and cake and you know what I'm saying? And cake and cookies and whatnot. So when chaos come, war come, you ain't gonna know how to handle yourself because you ain't never seen that before. You know, you feel me? You ain't never got battle tested. So you looking at, it's always been sunny days and it's always been, you feel me? It's always been some kind of good stuff going on. Everybody got candy canes and everybody singing and dancing. You're not gonna know how to handle yourself when the picnic, when it start raining outside. Now the whole picnic got stormed on. Now you gonna think your whole world shut down. But somebody who been through that before, they gonna know, hey, raise up a tent, put a tent up. We outside, turn the music, bring all the stuff under the tent, turn the music on. We finna get turned up in here. See, that's somebody that's been prepared. You feel me? That's somebody that's like, I'm not finna let the rain stop my sunshine. Because they been there before. Somebody who ain't never had a picnic or something and it start raining, they might think the day is over, they cancel. Nah, not necessarily. It depends on how you plan and what you planning. Or did you have a plan at all? A lot of people, they don't plan to fail. They just, they fail to plan. A lot of people never fail to plan. They just fail to plan. Real shit. They fail to plan. So I'm going to show y'all this on real time though. Never, ever, 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 ever call these people white people. You're failing to plan right now. If you keep calling these people white people, you're failing to plan. Because these people are the colorless people. They have nationalities. These people got nationalities. They from Ireland. They from Romania. They from Italy. They from Scotland. They're from the Netherlands. Okay? They're from over there. They're European Albions. That's not disrespectful to say that who they are. It's not disrespectful to say who they are. That's all you're doing is you're identifying who you are. And in the process of you identifying who you are identifying who they are. Because contrary to popular belief, there's only two nations on this planet. There's the Moorish nation, the Moabite Canaanite nation, and then there's the Albion nation. It's only two people on this planet. Two nations. That's broken down into different nationalities. But besides that, there's the Moorish nation and there's the European hybrid nation. That's it. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. So when you misidentify these people and you call them white people, don't forget that magically with words, you're calling them your God. This is what you're doing. So the court system, they know the game. So when they come in the court system, the court can't really show his hand. So this is why they playing the game. The court knows the magistrates up there that got the black robes on, they know that they're not white people. But they're counting on our people not knowing the game and playing the black and white game. You see? So the magistrates that wear them black robes up there on them stands, they know the game. They know that they people and these people are not white people, but they're playing a game. You understand? They're playing a game. They know that these people are not American and they know that they're of European descent, but they can't get a game up yet. They trying to hold on to the game because they've been playing a game for about 2,000 years in the Piscean age. But now we're in the age of Aquarius now. See, the truth and the light will set you free. You see that? So now we're in the age of information. We're in the age of knowing. We're not in the age of believing no more. See? And that's what's coming to light right now. The truth shall set you free. All that other stuff they're talking about, don't get pulled into the propaganda. Because even if you do want to be like, man, I don't study more science. I ain't with none of that. Okay, you don't study moral science. Okay. You don't study moral science? Okay, let's go to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. You're a human, right? Okay. You might say you a god, and you might say, well, I'm connected spiritually and all this other stuff, right? Okay, well, you're in human form. Okay. You're in human form. Let's say that. You resemble a human. All right. So since you resemble a human, humans have rights. Okay. Living sentient beings have rights. Okay. So even if you say, well, I don't study moral science or none of that. I just live my life by the divine law. Okay. So if you live your life by the divine law, okay, that's cool. You live your life by the divine law. Okay. Article 15. Everyone has the right to a nationality. Wait a minute. You said you're not dealing with moral science, but moral science is in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Hold up. Article 16. Men and women of full age without any limitation due to race, nationality, or religion have the right to marry and to found a family. They are entitled to equal rights as to marriage, during marriage, and at its dissolution. Wait a minute. You talking about nationality again? Wait a minute. Hold up. You talking about nationality again? Wait a minute. I thought you said you ain't deal with moral science, but then explain to me how nationality is in Article 15 and it's in Article 16 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. How is that in there? Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. You got some explaining to do. Then, if you want to just really drill a hole in them, though, United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People. If you say, man, Kush, I don't deal with no moral science and I don't deal with the Constitution and all that. I just say that I'm indigenous and I got a birthright here. Yeah, okay, cool. United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples. Human Rights Council. Article 6. Every indigenous individual has the right to a nationality. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We ain't talking about moral science right now. We just talking about the laws of the land. Don't forget, land has the word more inside the definition. We talking about land right now. We talking about land rights. Universal Declaration of Human Rights got nationality in there. United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, it got the word nationality in there and indigenous in there. So if you're indigenous, that means you have a nationality. That means you have the right to self-determination. Yeah, it is right there. All human rights and fundamental freedoms are recognized in the Charter of the United Nations, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and international human rights law. This is what we're talking about. We're talking about human rights law. So you say, I don't deal with moral science and I don't deal with all that stuff. Them people out there be tweaking. Yeah. So you deal with indigenous people's rights, right? Okay. When indigenous peoples, they have the right to freedom and equal to all other peoples and individuals. They have the right to be free from any kind of discrimination in the exercise of their rights, in particular, that based on their indigenous origin and identity. Do you realize that? Do you realize that you as an indigenous people, you have the right to self-determination? Did you realize that? That means nobody can tell you how to identify. Nobody can tell you you have to identify as black, white. You have to identify as Indian, Native American, Pan-African. No. Indigenous people have the right to self-determination. You can identify whatever you want to identify as. So why wouldn't you want to identify with a nationality that's in Article 6 that connects you to your indigenous people rights? You don't have rights as a so-called color person. You don't have rights as a so-called Indian. You don't have rights as a Native American. You don't have indigenous right protection as a so-called person of color. This is why these sellouts, they never bring up UNDRIP. They never bring up this document, because this document does not show and prove evidence for anything that they claiming that we are. That's why they don't bring this up. I don't care who you name off. If whoever you name off, whatever black scholar that you name off, if they never bring up the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People, they selling you out. They selling you out. I'm going to tell you straight up. Because why wouldn't you bring up that connect all indigenous people? If you love your people, ain't we indigenous? Why wouldn't you want to bring this up? Hold up. And for all y'all out there that say, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm a smoker. I do what I do. I smoke, and you know what I'm saying? I'm just doing what I'm doing. Yeah. Did you know that if you a cannabis smoker, if you a stoner, did you know that indigenous peoples have the right to their traditional medicines and to maintain their health practices, including the conservation of their vital medicinal plants? Did you know that? Did you know that you have the right to smoke, to eat cannabis, to drink cannabis? Did you realize that? That's an indigenous right that you have by law. But if you fail to say your nationality for the record, then none of these apply to you. Just like the Constitution. You say you a stoner, you like to burn it down, right? If you like to burn it down and open up a dispensary and whatnot, do you know that vital medicinal plants fall under cannabis? Did you know that? Shrooms, all that's traditional medicine. All that's indigenous medication. It says you have the right to access without any discrimination. So why would you think you need a license to be like, yeah, I'm finna go buy some cannabis? Then why would you need a license? Why would you say you need a license then? Huh? You see how they playing the game? The identification of us is Moorish American. That's our identity. Moorish American. You said in the Black's Law Dictionary, it say humans are sea monsters. That's why we say we are living beings. We are living beings. We are living beings. We're having this human experience as Moors, which is spirit, soul, body, nationality, and creed. These are the 5 true components of a natural person. This is why you never let somebody call you a person. They got to qualify. What kind of person? A natural person or artificial person? Your nationality links you to a natural living being that have 5 components. All of us are born on this planet with 5 components of a natural living being, which are spirit, soul, body, nationality, and creed. When they called us 3/5 persons, which they still do, they still call so-called black people 3/5 persons. Do you know that? They still call so-called black people 3/5 persons. That means they don't have a nationality. They don't have a creed. Your nationality is the descendant birth attachment through an special nation or tribe. Free national name, lineage, identity. Your creed is your religious path of God consciousness, established through forefathers, vine and fig tree. This is why the prophet Noble Drew Ali said, we Moorish Americans. Nationality is the order of the day. Stand under your own vine and fig tree. Our vine and fig tree is this right here. This is our vine and fig tree. It's the cherry tree. Like the Moors out there in Cali be like, it's cherry top season. This is the cherry top. You looking at the cherry top right here. What's the colors of a cherry? Red and green. What's the colors of Christmas? Red and green. You see a correlation? Red and green, red and green. You see it? It's cherry top season 24/7 though. That's why you see the green star with the 5 points of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, with the red background, which symbolizes the blood of all nations. So you looking at your freedom, your salvation right here. This is why you need to start waving your Moorish star around. You need to start repping your Moorish flag. You looking for a flag to get behind? That's the flag right there. To get behind. Now you got a flag to get behind. Now you got something to put on your car. Now you got something to put on your house, your apartment. Now you got to get a flagpole. And now you got something to wave around that's in full power though. See, this is strength. Because it's a nation. Not only is it a nation, it's the oldest nation on the planet. It's the Moorish Divine Empire. It's an empire flag. This ain't just a flag you might be thinking like, oh, this is the flag over there in Morocco. No, sir. The flag over there in Morocco, they borrowed that flag. Morocco over there didn't get established till 1956. Due to knowledge. It's a Morocco over here in Indiana. You know how many? Why don't you Google how many Moroccos are in North America? Just Google that. Matter of fact, while you at it, Google how many Islamic towns, cities, bridges, roads are in North America. Do you know it's over 400 some towns, cities, waterways, parks, bridges? It's over 400 some names that all trace back to Islam or Islamic or Arabic. Arabic is a Moorish dialect. That's a Semitic language. That's a Hamitic language. Aramaic. You know, Yahushua spoke Aramaic. Aramaic. That's what so-called Jesus spoke. His name ain't Jesus. It never was. His name is Yahushua. His bloodline is through Ruth the Moabitess. King David. What are we talking about? Hezekiah. This is what we talking about. Joseph. His genealogy is Moabite. Moabite Canaanite. Where you getting black from? Hey, look at this. Jesus come back tonight while you sleeping, right? Yahushua will come back tonight while you sleeping. He appeared to you in your dream tonight while you sleeping, right? Like on some real shit. He appears to you in your dream. And in your dream, he like, man, you wake up, boom. You wake up and see him like, Jesus is in my room, right? Now, you looking spooked like, Jesus is in my room. Now, if he tells you like on some, hey fam, why are you calling me black when I'm Moabite? When I'm Moor? Why are you calling yourself black when you Moor? What would you have and what would you say? Yo. Hey, what would you say though? If you see him in your dream tonight, what would you say? Like he says, my son, my daughter, why are you calling yourself a crayon color? And it says in Revelation, my skin is burnt like brass in a furnace. Why are you calling yourself black this whole time? What are you doing? What are you going to say? I mean, the man left a description in the book saying his skin was burnt like brass in a fire and burnt in a furnace. Where you getting black from? Yeah. Where's you getting that from, G? I don't know. I don't know where you getting that from. But let me show you this though. How much time we got? Got a couple minutes. So let me show you this real quick. Let me show you this, fam. Hold up. What are you prepared to say? It's really that part right there. It's really that part right. What are you prepared to say? Yahushua appear to you in your dreams. What you gonna say? I just been calling myself black because I'm not trying to hear. He ain't trying to hear none of that. Hold up. He ain't trying. What are you prepared to say? What's your answer gonna be? What you gonna say? Let's go right here. Talk to him, Tosh.
The language that we usually use is called connotative linguistics, which is introduced into societies where people are held to servitude so that their own language traps them. because all scholars around the world, they have all the dictionaries, but they particularly have Oxfords. Now, because Oxfords always by rule go into the etymon, whereas some of your lighter or cheaper dictionaries will give you classification. You'll give you classification and will give you bracketed etymon, but it will be limited. The first thing you do when you look up a word in a proper dictionary is you go to the part of speech which will come directly after the word, which will be abbreviated or either written out in italics. The first thing you do with the word is plug it into its proper mother or matrix. You look up the word black, right? You're going to see right after it is going to have ADJ, which means what? Adjective, which means it's not a noun, which means it's not a person, place, but in law and in standing and in contract, you would fail all the time. You understand? Which makes us incompetent. Now, black is an adjective. It's an old English word. So then you go to the appendix of any dictionary and it'll take you to the 1400s, which means in that form, it doesn't go past the 1400s. So all scholars know when you go past 1400s that word in its form does not exist.
Grand Sheik Taj Tariq Bey. Cooking. Islam, more appreciate you back. Cooking. Hey, what he talking about? What Taj Tariq Bey talking about? He talking about when you crack open the dictionary, we gotta start cracking open in books, dictionaries, fam. Look, he said when you crack open the dictionary, just like we cracked open this dictionary, we went to this word right here, black. All right. We got to break this curse. We got to break this magical spell. It's brainwashing and it's hurting people outside. Just like a word, you look at the word black, you look at the part of speech. That means you identify where and what this word is. ADJ. It's an adjective. You don't even go into the dictionary definition until you get the part of speech right. You plug it into the proper matrix. So what is black? Black is an adjective. It's not a person. It's not a people. It's an adjective. What is an adjective? Adjectives describe the noun. They describe something. Like this, for example, this is a black portable speaker. What's the brand? It's JVC. If I was just to say, hey, I want to buy a black speaker. I go to the store and I say, hey, I want to buy that black speaker over there. How is the salesperson going to know what speaker I'm talking about if I just say, hey, give me that black speaker that's right there? You ain't going to ask for the name. You ain't going to ask for the brand. You ain't going to ask for the model. You just going to say, hey, I just want a black speaker. They're going to look at you like you retarded because you're not saying no name of it. It's the same thing when you say that you a black person. That's not a nationality. That's not a landmass on the planet. You're not connecting yourself to a people, to a language. Nobody speaks black. Nobody speaks white. Nobody speaks red or brown. Nobody speaks melanated. So don't try to let them finesse you talking about all my melanated people out there. Even the pale-skinned Europeans got melanin. They don't tell you that part. Even the pale-skinned Europeans have small amounts of melanin in them too. So they think they so slick. They trying to swing it like, yeah, we just gonna start saying melanated, like that's a real people. Just like the word white. White is an adjective. ADJ. You see that? See? ADJ. Exactly. People have nationalities. We don't have brand names. Nah, you go right here. When you want to identify a word, you have to get a book that has a grammatical key. The grammatical key shows you exactly what these abbreviations mean. Right here. People are nouns. They're not adjectives. And this is one of the tough things about our people, because our people have been collectively miseducated to think that people can be whatever we say they are. People are nouns. I don't want you to believe me. I'm going to show you. I don't want you to believe nothing that I'm saying. I want you to see yourself what I'm talking about. I don't want you to. I don't want you to believe nothing that I'm talking about. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. People. Right here. Noun. See that? Man, women, and children. Human beings. Persons. That's the definition of people. It's a noun. What is white again? What is white again? White is an adjective. ADJ. That means it's describing something that's white. Like this book right here. It is white and it has illustrations of red and black on here. The book is not a person. It's not a people. There's no such thing as a white language. It's no such thing as a white people or black people because there's no black language. There's no black or white land. You understand? This is one of the main like things that's like stuck on our people because it's a magical spell. You can't see it. See, that's why it's so hard to get rid of it, because you can't see the spell, because you're doing it with your thoughts and your words. See that? You're doing it with your mind. Your mind is the one that's making you do it because of the miseducation. Just like black. Black is an ADJ. It's an adjective. It's your mind is making you do the spell. You know what I'm saying? Because the mind is all. The mind is mental. The mind is all and the mind is mental. The universe is mental. You know what I'm saying? The universe is mental. Universe is mental. So, we coming up on the time. I appreciate y'all more for tuning in, G. Rico Hundo, Islam, more. Yes, sir, y'all. Follow my bro right there, Rico Hundo. One of the few solid ones that's out here, G. Follow bro. He's solid. Follow bro. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? You already know more. You already know we dropping law, we dropping history, we dropping science, we dropping symbology. Shout out to all the GDs, all the BDs, all the MCs, all the vice lords, all the Latin kings, all y'all out there, the Bloods, the Crips, whatever you is. Shout out to the Zopound. Yeah, shout out to the Zopound out there. Yeah. And let me tell y'all something, man. Real shit, man. I'm grateful for all of y'all out there that actually are critical thinkers. You think for yourself. You don't let nobody coerce you to some kind of way that you gonna pivot off what you thinking. Because shout out to all of the rational-minded people, the logic-minded people, and the critical thinking-minded people, and the ones out there that actually stand for something. Stand for something to fall for anything. That's what time it is right now. And the time has come. Everything that was in the dark with the celebrities and the school system and all that shit coming to light now. So you got to pick a side. What side you going to be on is something that you have to determine yourself. All right. Nobody can free you. You have to free yourself. That starts by how you think, what you speak like, what you put inside your body, your temple. All right. Because what they say, what you eat, fam. And I ain't talking about just food. What you eat. Are you eating TV brainwashing programs all the time? Are you eating something that's toxifying your mind? I just seen the clip. This chick so wild. She got a restaurant. Show you how wild people is. She got a restaurant, right? Whole time she go to Popeye's fried chicken. Buys the fried chicken from Popeyes, comes back to her restaurant, and then sells people the chicken. Yo, listen, man, hold up. You ain't gonna believe this shit. You ain't, see. I wasn't even on that, though. But see, nah, you pulled me in. Now you pulled me in. Yo, you're not gonna believe this shit. That's what I'm saying. The times that we living in is so crazy. You ain't even gonna believe this shit, man. Look at this. Hold up. The phone died. No. Fam. Damn. The phone died, Jay. Hold on. We have life. We have life. You ain't gonna believe this shit. I'm gonna show you how wild people get down, Jay. Hold up. We have life. I just caught it too. Yeah. I'm gonna show you how wild people is outside. Look at this. Hold up. Cause you ain't gonna believe this shit. Hold up. We have life. Hold up. Wait till you say this shit. I'm only gonna do this because I'm showing y'all something right now about how they know they doing dirty, but they doing it anyway. Look at this shit. Where you at? Oh, let me show y'all this shit. Damn. Hold up. They won't let me do it. Where you at? Here we go. We got action. Hold on, look at this. You ain't gonna believe this till you see it though. Shout out to my brother Cujo IYL Grand Chic for this. Look at this.
This restaurant actually serving fast food chicken from Popeyes and passing it off as its own? Chicken from Popeyes! The restaurant found itself in hot water after a customer ordered fried chicken at the Sweet Dixie Kitchen in Long Beach, California, and saw something very strange. He posted his discovery on Yelp. The chicken they use is from Popeyes. Before my friends and I got seated, we saw them quickly bring in 2 large boxes of Popeyes to the kitchen. Turns out the guy was right.
I love it. I can stand behind it. I can proudly say that this is the best product I feel.
Every day she walks 3 blocks to the local Popeyes to buy the chicken and resells it in her restaurant.
The manager's like, hey, you need your chicken? And I'm like, yes, I do.
The chicken is reheated in her oven.
Look at this shit.
On the menu, the meal was sold as Pop's Chicken and
Look at
Waffles.
this shit.
Kim says 95% of her food is homemade.
Look at this
She
shit.
doesn't understand the big flap. This customer agrees.
What are you talking about? Hold up.
Chicken from
Hold up. We gotta turn this shit up. Listen to this.
After a customer ordered fried chicken at the Sweet Dixie Kitchen in Long Beach, California, and saw something very strange. He posted his discovery on Yelp. The chicken they use is from Popeyes. Before my friends and I got seated, we saw them quickly bring in 2 large boxes of Popeyes to the kitchen. Turns out the guy was right.
I love it. I can stand behind it. I can proudly say that this is the best product I feel for this dish.
She acknowledged that every day she walks 3 blocks to the local Popeyes to buy the chicken and resells it in her restaurant.
The manager's like, hey, you need your chicken? And I'm like,
man, get your goof ass out of here. Let me just say this, man. Look, man. Look at this shit. This is what I'm talking about. See, this is what I'm talking about. You can't make this up, though. Yeah. You cannot make this up right here. This lady, she's so bogus and she's so delusional in her head. She got a restaurant. She walked down to Popeyes, buy they chicken, walk back 3 blocks to her own restaurant, then throw the chicken on her menu like it's her chicken. Then she go, reheat the chicken, place an order, reheat the chicken, slide back, bring the chicken out, charge the customer for the chicken she ain't even bring. She got it from another location, from Popeyes, brings it back and resells the chicken for a profit. Yo, you cannot make this up. Now you looking like, damn, who can you trust out here with the food? You got niggas out here stealing chicken from Popeyes, bringing it down to where they work at, then double charging you for the chicken that they ain't even cooked. It's a dirty game. It's a dirty game, boys. It's a dirty game. That sounds like a lawsuit, don't it? She talking about, I can trust the chicken because I know where it comes from. Get your goof ass out of you could trust the chicken. Yeah, nigga, you ain't buy the chicken. You already know it got a brand name on it. Goofball, what is you talking about? It's a dirty game out here, fam. Listen, man. Stay in your zone, fam. Stay in your zone. It's a dirty game out here, fam. Straight up. Hey, I'm finna move around though, man. Y'all funny as hell. Yeah. It ain't me though. It's not me. I didn't make her do it. It ain't me. I ain't make her goof ass do that shit. She did that on her own. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, let me go buy Popeye's chicken, then come and resell it in my kitchen.
This holiday season.
What? Let me show y'all these books before I slide though. Shout out to all the real ones. Yeah. Yeah, let me show y'all these books before I move around. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Right, then she gonna call it Pop's Chicken and Waffles. Goof ass. Yeah. Crazy, fam. Get them screenshots. Yeah. You know it. You know it. You know it. We lit. We lit. We lit, Morse. We lit, Morse. Get this right here, though. Ooh. Get this one right here, though. Crazy. Hey, look. Shout out to the south side. Shout out to the west side. East side crazy. State to the lake. Shout out to up north. Shout out to overseas. Shout out to all y'all critical thinkers out there. If ain't nobody told you they got love for you, I got love for you. Much love to all y'all. Shout out to King Louis now. Real drill.